Okay guys, I'm back today with part 2 of your A5 planner tabs, tags, and tucks. Say that 3 times. And this was something that I created as a request for a customer. And today, well yesterday, there's another video out there showing you that you don't have to only use this for your A5 planner. You can use it to create your own single signature journal, and that's what we're doing today. Today is the second part, and this will be in a playlist. So yesterday we completed the actual cover, okay, and today yesterday we put in the signature, right? Sewed it in. I think it looks pretty great. And then what I did to what we're going to do today is if I leave this long, this is the 1/2 inch that you would use when punching in your holes when you're going to use this tab in your A5 planner. So that is what I left for that purpose. So you punch in your holes, right? And you use it for your planner. Now for this single signature, and I'm going to call this my my tips, tricks, and crafting ideas, because that's the session that I have out there. I have several sessions with that name. So this is my idea book. So what I did was, because this is too big here, I mean, you could leave it like that, it doesn't matter, you hide the pages and the tabs are going to stick out, and that's fine. But I want mine to be almost as small as my pages. So what I did was, in order for us to be able to flip this page, I added that 1/2 inch, I want to call it a gusset, but it is a, no, you don't want to use glue. You want to use tape. So I'm going to put it right up against, I gotta go further down, right up against that edge. I'm going to put 2 rows of this tape, because I want it to be stuck down and I want it to be secure. So I'm just going to put it right over that tape that's there. I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to do the rest off screen because I have 4 of them to do, and I know that that will take some time, and so we don't want to make the video too long. So I cut that there. We make this even here. If you wanted to, you could cut across that line and it would line up with the page. See that? Just by cutting one. So if you're going to cut one, just cut the one on the bottom. I'm going to leave mine. So we're going to go ahead and burnish. And then we're going to take this tape off. There we go. And the same thing with this one. I'm going to try and pull them together. There we go. Okay, so now carefully, since you already know that the line on the top, you want it flush with the paper and the extra line on the bottom. That's how I'm going to do mine. So I'm going to take it carefully and really place it. Just place it down right there. So you're just placing that down. And there you have one tab. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count 5 pages. And then I'm going to put my second one, my second tab down. So what I did was this. Let me use this one. So right there, which is 1 inch. Okay. Then you're going to take this, and again, just remember your guide is the one on the bottom. So not too close. You're going to leave a little less than 1/8 so that when you turn your page it doesn't become obstructed by the spine. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what we just did, and that's going to be 2 strips right on the edge. Burnish your tape. And take the one on the farthest off first, because that one's on top of the one behind it there. And they somewhat overlap, and pull them together. Okay, so now you're going to place this top line with the top of this paper, and then the bottom you're going to have a little overhang, which is okay right there. You don't want this interfering with your spine. Right there. Just hold it and try and place it. The bottom is a little wider, but that's okay. You're not going to get them perfectly straight. Okay, so now we have 2 tabs. We're going to do another, I'm going to do the rest off screen. I'm taking about 5 pages each and putting them down. Once I complete that, I will be back. Alright guys, we are back with the base of our A5 planner twist on a single signature journal using the A5 using this A5 planner template that I created. So we had just finished putting in the tabs, right? I did it off camera. And so this is the result. Okay. This I think I'm going to go ahead and tape that down, because if you're going to use this, you're going to have to score it. I'm not going to score mine. I want that as a tuck. So when it comes time, I'm just going to close that up. Also, I wanted to mention that I'm using 65-pound paper. It's pretty heavy, but if you are going to make a cover just as, or rather a single signature using the template, go ahead and use 110-pound paper if you'd like. This one's fine because what I'm going to do is, this is the base of your book. So now we're going to decorate the base of our book with cardstock, and the cardstock is a bit heavy, so that's going to add weight to your signature. Okay, I've already cut my pockets out, right? This is part of the template, and this is so that you cut a hole or have a guideline to cut a hole in your pocket. So I am going to angle mine a little bit like this and just follow the line underneath the dotted lines. So that's just a guide. I know for me, even with the dotted lines, it's a bit hard to cut straight, but do your best. And then you're going to ink that area up. So all of the pockets in the template have the dotted lines as a guideline. And of course, I only printed out one set to make this single signature. But if you want more pockets and more tucks, you can absolutely cut more, print out more pockets and whatever it is that you want, or you can use the actual templates to trace if you don't want to waste on ink. You can just trace it. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put tape on our pockets. I don't want to use glue unless you use a glue stick, but a glue stick is really not going to hold your pockets well, so my advice is to use the tape. If you don't mind your paper warping, you know, you can put it under a book, but I don't like spending time putting my stuff under a book. But if you can't afford to buy the tape, then go ahead and use the wet glue method. And you can also print out your main base right onto the cardstock. I'm going to tape this up just like this. I'm going to do all four. I have 4 pockets. I'm going to tape it up and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've gone ahead and taped all of my pockets. Everything is taped. Make sure that you don't forget to ink what you're going to ink. And that should be the mouth of the pocket or the thumbnail of the pocket. That one's done. And I was looking at my collection here. I don't have a lot of the paper, and that's why I selected it so that I could just finish it up. So this one is from this collection. Get Glamour. This is from Recollection. Get Glamour, and it was a hot buy. I have a couple of sheets left, maybe 6 sheets left, plus these are the scraps. So I want to I was thinking, do I want a busy cover so that I don't have to do anything to it, or do I want this cover? I really love this pink, so maybe I'll do this cover. I really like this cover. X's and O's, kisses, decisions. I want to see if I could get, you know what, I'm going to use this one. This is perforated, so I could just fold it and pull it out. Alright, so we're going to use this one. And in your template, you have where is it? I know I have it here. Maybe I didn't do it to this one. Where is it? Here it is. So I have here front cover mat. This will fit like this. Now, cover with flap, insert for planners. I should really number these, but I just, there it is, front cover mat. So you have a cover for the mat, and you also have a cover for the pocket, which is this pocket right here. So I've already taken that out, and the best thing to do, instead of running it through your printer, one, you could save on ink, and two, you could just position it exactly where you want it. I want to make sure I get Beauty Queen on my cover. So I'm going to do this. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my pencil and trace around. Now take your time with your tracing. Make sure you hold down your paper so that it doesn't lift. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to take my cutter, and I want to cut this section first so that I could save this piece. Not save it, but use it on another area of the book. There we have a whole piece. And then this piece. There, and then this side. So that's going to go right there, and I'm going to round these corners here. Alright, so that's going to go there, just like that. I wanted to make sure to cut that out first because I don't have a lot of paper, so that's going to go there. I'm going to put that aside. And now we need, even though this is white and this is our base, we need a sheet for here. So I'm going to take, it's going to be using that same template, and I'm going to take the page with the bobby pins, which is right behind there, and this is going to be the opening cover. Let me see set this aside. Okay. So 1 and 2. Let me see if I have enough for 2. There's no direction, so I'm going to cut out 2 pieces, one for the front and one for the back cover. So again, just take your time tracing this. Whoop. Oh, jeez. That's one. And you can butt it up right against that. Okay, and that's 2. So let's go ahead and cut these 2 out. I'm going to cut it straight across here to save this piece. You always have to try and look at your pattern to see where you can cut so that you can save big pieces like this, because you can always use it. Now we have the pieces for the front and back cover. Alright, so that's that. This is going to go, let me just show you. I want to put one here, and then I want to take my book and put one back here. Or maybe I could just use this one for this back cover. Oh yeah, it's big enough. Alright, we're going to cut this for the back cover, and then we're going to go ahead and put this one on the inside here, like that. It should fit inside. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to measure this again. I want the brush in there, so I'm going to go all the way to the corner here. And again, you have this big piece here that you can cut off and use it. Maybe that'll cover a pocket. This is going to go back here, just like that. Whoop. Just like that. Okay. Alright, so we have 4 pieces cut. What I'm going to do is I wanted to continue showing you how to cut your pieces, but it looks like we're running out of time for today, so I will come back and continue showing you how to cut your pieces. I lost my, oh, here it is. I lost my piece there. Alright, so we have 4 pieces cut. What we're going to do is I will be back tomorrow with number 3 on A5 planner template, printable templates, how you can use it in an alternative way. Alright guys, thank you for allowing me to share. Welcome to all of my new subscribers, and I will see you tomorrow.